Ugh. I am here. Am I loud enough? I appear to be loud enough. Alright, cool. Alright. Good morning, good morning. Look, I'm only level 4 rogue. I'm leveling up way too fast. So I have 3 days to get for another 2 levels. Okay. Good morning, good morning. Congratulations on being first fleet. Woo, fleet's first. Woo. Woo. Oh, pardon me. And hello. Sleepy, hope you're well. Hopefully you're well. Okay, you've awoken in a morgue. You've gotten a goblin sidekick. This was supposed to be a simple job. Find out why the local tea shop exploded. Now you're standing here, the image lingering in the back of your skull. A dead elf. It's rare enough to see a live elf. Beyond that, you've also got the owner to track down. We heard of this guy, he could have already left the city. Then maybe if you're lucky, you could catch him before he hops on the next ship down on the water lane. And finally, you've descended straight into the city below. Esoteric hallways full of traps, secrets at every corner, and monsters crawling up from the depths. Somehow you just know someone or something is trying to keep you from discovering the truth. You need to keep looking, search every corner, talk with every person, look into the political bullshit above and the esoteric madness below, and eventually you'll find a way forward. Chris. My gosh. Lady Sageleaf. I haven't talked to Lady Sageleaf in a while. How's everyone? Well, I hope. Maybe not. Cleric? Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, right, because you're in the hotel still. I thought it was only till Monday. Oh, the tea shop.
Well, well.
Her eyes focus on you and the room seems to shrink.
Go on, cleric.
Snell takes a deep breath next to you. There was a dead elf. She lifts her head and gives you a cold expression. Do you have an identity? I thought I'd talked to the elf. Corpse is heavily damaged.
Obviously. Yes, anything new to report? Perhaps something actually useful?
Convince her that I'm an idiot. Present the full story to Lady Sageleaf. I failed. You open your mouth to speak and something comes out. But no matter how you try to spin it, the frown on Lady Sageleaf's face. Oh, so now you're staying there for even longer. So you're on like your phone or something, or? The elf had business, and that business caused the explosion.
Did it?
She groans.
Cleric, I don't see how you managed to get a complete picture here. Still, make sure he does his job.
She makes it sound like you're some idiot the goblin has to drag around. Her words sting. He bows.
Apologies, my lady, No excuses! Make it happen!
He turns to you and hisses, "Don't fuck this up." Fair enough then. I don't see why not. Okay, there were 9 explosions. Her eyes focus in, like fiery spotlights placed upon your soul.
Elaborate!
Nod to Snell and say, "You go." Snell steps in with a quick bow.
My lady, the clinic and I are certain of the cause of the explosion. A necklace of fireballs.
The chamber goes dead silent. She scoffs.
This explosion could not have been produced by Arcanist mimicry. You're speaking of a divine era, or even an older artifact. Yes, my lady. Well, other options are possible. It's highly likely due to...
He stops, gives you a glance. Several delayed fireballs or 9 separate casters, both unlikely. He nods to you and continues. The goblin is grateful.
A fully stocked and charged necklace of fireballs is the most reasonable explanation. Reasonable yet vexing, simply raising more questions. Yes, my lady, I'm afraid so.
She frowns and scratches claws on her wooden throne.
What else?
A brooch survived the flames.
A brooch?
Show me now. Okay, hand it over. The lady inspects it in her tiny hands. She senses its esoteric nature. Tacky, typically elven.
And magical.
Her eyes lift.
Yet also ruined.
Magic items are not supposed to break.
If this brooch was indeed destroyed by this inferno, then the origin of that fire must have been magical.
That is what I believe to be the case. If that's what I believe to be the case, who walks around with a melted magical brooch?
True, it's pretty strong evidence.
She turns it over in her claw.
The brooch itself is indicative of high-ranking elven power. The symbol is worn by members of the Mender's Court.
Can I have it back, please? The dragon tosses it to you with a frown.
I do not wish her mark anywhere upon my lands.
The tea machine thing was also active at the time of the explosion.
The tea machine?
He exhales.
The tea machine?
Tea machine, yes.
It was active?
It was in the process of brewing tea. We even found some tea leaves inside.
Interesting, considering the shop was closed at the time. This is quite a clue. Perhaps this elf was making tea. Perhaps the elf expected company. That would make sense. One more question. What kind of tea leaves were in the machine?
Why is she interested in that? Snell gives you a glance. Show her the leaves. She takes one sniff of the dry leaves and frowns.
Fickle.
The Jewel of Kargamesh means endless pillars and primordial, a natural wonder of the world, underground city where all elements live in harmony, rivers of water and lava intertwine, and clouds gather around a forest of enormous stone and pillars. A paradise far from the coast and the undersea.
A Kargameshian plant.
She's hiding something, but what?
Next, what else?
Hold on, I can just play dumb? Well, yeah. Look over the facts, you realize there's pretty much only 2 ways out of this. You gotta tell her what she wants to hear, or convince her that you're an idiot. You do not spend years in training to humiliate yourself like that. I really don't want to do that. Sure, you gotta do the job properly. Tell her the full story. It'll be a coin toss. If a coin toss actually had a lot more sides than 2. That's called a die? Right, well, gambling's fun, so let's try it. The rest of it here isn't that bad, actually. Worst thing that could happen is you make a fool out of yourself and fall into a panic. Not like it'll kill you. Beg to differ.
Do you now? Hurry up then.
Well, that was it. I reported it to you, Lady Sageleaf. I don't know what else you want from me. Okay, what time is it? What time is 21? 6, 7, 8, So like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock? Who the hell are you two? Where am I? Okay, I've already done that one. Okay. Interesting. Oh yeah. Snell and I killed it last turn. Or last stream. You must have been stepped away at the time. Read and mead?
Mm-hmm.
Bookbinder, you got business here? Of course, I have a deep love for books, Snells. That's fun. Didn't expect that considering everything. Oh, right, sorry.
That's fun. Didn't expect that considering everything. I'm not a big reader myself, but I indulge occasionally.
He sounds surprised. That's rude. Very rude. Rogue.
What?
Your commitment to roguish behavior runs deep. Gain 40 XP.
I'm sorry?
Rogue. I'm a rogue. Hey, Woofy.
I didn't ask. Well, maybe we should just stand here talking in front of a shop. You knock it or we leave it.
Within seconds of the knock, the slit on the door slides open. Mighty doing well, Woofy. How you feeling? Beyond, you see a pair of yellow eyes glaring at you.
Heyo.
Bird. It is pest control. The eyes quickly tilt to the left. Tilt. Tilt. No. Oi. The eyes push close to the slit of the door. Slit of the door. As they do, a bush of gray feathers pokes out. Oh, Hyper's good. A bird folk. Ah! An owl!
Hmm? A cleric?
No, I'm a rogue. Rogue? More like you. The birdman behind the door ruffles his feathers. Shen Yilan's my name. If you're not the pest control, I need nothing from you. Please leave. I have a ruined prayer book. Can you fix it? Prayer book? Yes. Seen quite a few. Drop inside. I will check a look. Drop it in. Yes, yes. Horrible. Saltwater. Left swollen. Could have avoided the worst of this if the drying process had been handled better. I will rebind this foul mess for you. How much will it cost? We will see. Depends on process. I will need guidance on the direction of the rebinding. The spells inside are lost. However, the style and formatting can be saved. Using my skills, I can aim at something from the towers, which would be most similar to the original work. I could also focus on rebinding in the style of Druidic, or perhaps go more of dark and forbidden arts. Ooh. Ooh. Just remake it as well as you can with the original intention in mind. That I will do. Return tomorrow. Not while sun rises. I will be either resting or working intently. Cool, cool. Want to go to the tavern? No. Oh. Do I need help from the pest control guild? Rats. Oh. Their owl keeps spawning out of sewer pipes. Yeah, the PCG should take care of that. Yes. She hangs out an angry bird noise. But that bastard guild leader, Torlin Slip, keeps telling me they don't have time. No time? If it doesn't teach her in the city, no time. I've heard the problem is they can't get anyone to do pest control missions at 1-star levels. Of course, rats would be a 1-star problem.
The halfways. We haven't relied on the PCG for years.
You'd think, right? Well, we don't know for sure if it's an owl. We just see yellow eyes and gray feathers and know it's a bird folk. They're just assuming it's an owl.
There is no time for anything under a 2-star danger ranking. It is very annoying. I have looked into it, and the problem is the pest control teams that join the guild only take on 1-star missions for a couple of weeks. Then they start focusing only on higher pair tests, and all the actual normal pests keep spreading. It's a ridiculously idiotic system.
So while all the mimics and monsters keep getting slain, nothing is said about these damn rats. Your scarf nudges up against your left ear and whispers,
Meek think people not in dungeon dislike Mimic. Meek kind of gets it, but still not fun to hear.
the Pest Control Guild uses a legendarily poor design. Like, actually really inefficient. Entirely due to it being a public thing, of course, had it been privatized from the start. The problem is it's too privatized. If the city held full control of all pest control, then even the less valuable missions would be handled. Hey, Fang. Obviously. So, Earth would personally go into the sewer to stomp on rats, you say?
Yes.
If so necessary, yes. The bird takes a few breaths after his rant.
Worst part, my nephew is a team himself.
The White Doves, they're called. I've tried sending messages to him, but he says the same thing. Too busy. Too busy. Basically just started, but it's going well. We're playing a fun little story game here. I could take a look at it. It does sound kind of like a quest. If you do, I'd be very happy. The rats can come from the sewers. Okay. I could join the Pest Control Guild. The owl man scoffs. Sure, and then you go take up all the big and scary monsters that crawl up in the city, ignoring the actual pests just to get a payday. No way. I'd worked my ass off trudging through sewers catching rats for a barely nothing payout. All for the satisfaction of a hard day's work.
Really?
Probably not, actually.
Of course.
How about your nephew? He calls himself Valerian Rimrider. That is the Ravikian way of saying his name.
He's also active within that Freestar party.
If you're interested in throwing a volt for one of my owlkin. He works with one of those filthy yobus, which I'm not happy about. Oh, and a halfling, a cleric in fact, of the Lady Fair Church. Interesting, thank you for telling me. Alright, good luck. Alright, goodbye. Good bee, good bee. What's this? Trading company. Oh yeah, the Free Striders. I haven't even been here yet. Hello. It's late at night. You guys want to chat? A framed article titled Octavia Durelius, Hero of Waterlane. What is this? A guy. It's a guy? What is a guy? A hired smoke method. Elemental spirit formed by primal energies, they are known to be selfish and violently useful when captured by controlling magic given their incentive. A hissing voice calls out to you.
Didn't your mother ever tell you it's rude to stare?
Oh shit, look closer. Let's go down and look closer. Your eyes adjust to the brightness of the fire. Sounds good, lazy. I'm just, I'll just be reading. Pretty much playing reading game. We're just chill. It's before work for me, so. A figure lies upon the lit timber. Like a puff of smoke, materialized into a solid chunk. It is a mephit, a primal spirit. This one appears to be made of smoke and heat. Keep staring. The creature lets out a groan and rolls around on the fireplace. I'm Tinital. Terrible to meet you. Lovely to meet you as well. I am... Don't care! Interrupts you. It looks back and forth between you and Snell. I'm in charge here, so don't do anything nasty or I'll report you to the Tusk Lady. Tusk? Lady? Who is this referring to? Your goblin companion squints into the fire. Then he whispers to you,
I hate these things.
Keep staring. Closer. It stares back for a moment, then blows a puff of ashy smoke in your face. What the hell? Don't stare. So you're guarding this place or what? Something like that. I'm only obliged to attack you if you actually steal something. Oh, really? Test the little guy. Steal what? They must have some kind of secret around here. Grab a piece of wood splinter off the ground. Like this. The little guy gives you a smoky expression.
No, and don't test me.
Give me an example. You mean example? I guess. An example. It leans back in the flames and mutters a language you don't understand. Primordial. It leans out of the fireplace and gestures towards the mirror in the corner. For example, if you try to open the safe or something, I'd have to attack you for real. Look at the mirror and then back to the method. Wait, shit. I'm not supposed to say that. Can you, forget I said it? Or, he rolls around a bit on the flames, swearing to himself. Physically frustrated. It snaps its little claw-like fingers and turns back to you while laughing. You fell for it. You see, I was merely kidding. Of course there's no safe in the wall behind that mirror. That would be ridiculous. I just blurted that out. Alright. Bruce looks around. Okay. So how do I get you to look away? Look, I'm bound here, you know. Only higher orders let me look the other way. I'm taller than you, so... He sighs. A puff of smoke wisps into the air. If you were an elemental lord or something, that'd change things. But you're not, so... Danger. Fear. Pain. Prove that I'm a worthy elemental lord by sticking my hand in the fire. Okay, that didn't work. Well, that would have been a good idea. Your skin is a shield. Take off your right glove. Huh? With a shaky hand, you reach forth into the flames. Scream and reach back. The intense pain of searing flames makes it impossible to hold in the fire. You see the smoke, creature cackling wildly, rolling around on the timber. Holy hells, aren't you just absolutely insane? What'd you think was gonna happen, idiot? Grit my teeth. You're hilarious. Round 2. Aha, success! Shield. Your skin is a shield. Take off your right glove. Huh? Place my hand in front of the smoke guy right in the flames. Confidently you reach forth. Oi! Smoky boy, what the crit are you doing? Intense heat wraps around your flesh. Oh boy, I'm gonna die. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm alive! Continue! Holy hells and bells and stuff! It exclaimed and danced around your searing hand. Eating away. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh sweet. Gods be damned, dude! This is enough. Slowly remove your damaged hand from the fire. Your heartbeat screams in your ears. Blood rushing, adrenaline pumping. Beyond your body, the smoke creature laughs wildly. Haha, you're awesome! Fuck it! I guess you are an elemental lord. I'll look the other way. You go ahead and do whatever you want, boss. You hear him cackling as you roll over the stairs from the wall. Alright, that's it for now, thanks. Ooh boy. Prayer of healing. Prayer of healing. You approach the mirror, realizing that Vera is watching very closely. But during a quick glance, you do see there is surely a hidden safe behind this mirror. Interesting. I'll have to come back when Vera's not around. What's up, Vera? The orc stands among fancy furniture. A crackling fireplace lights up her face as you approach. Welcome to the Ascani Reach Trading Company, cleric. The orc lady again. Beware her manipulation. You look lovely to meet you again, Agent Vera. Hmm? Oh. She blinks thrice and then just nods, ignoring your flub. Yes, of course. Same to you. Not very smooth, dick-ass. She walks over to the desk, grabbing a piece of paper. It would be a good idea to search the guild warehouse below. Not only to find some goodies, but also to see what's going on in the city. This wonderful freestarter lady who's one who comes and who decides who comes and goes. So, talk her into letting you into the warehouse. Well done handling the dwarves. Made my life a lot easier at the very least. Anytime. Good. There might be certainly more things we use a cleric's help with. Now, things are a bit busy here. I'm currently deep in paperwork with a new partner, but I can always make time for a friend of the Freestrider cause. Whoa. I have a mimic. No, I don't want to do it. She'll look pissed. I'm looking for a hag. A cleric searching for a hag. That really almost sounds like a magazine tale. Romantic, almost. Yes, have you seen one around here? Look, it's no secret the Ascani Reed Trade Co. implies a number of hags. Since the early revolution, we've prided ourselves on working with those who have turned from megacrats, including the many young women left scarred by the MHR. MHR? Mass Hag Recruitment. A terrible initiative in Old Diminior. So you're employing hags on Tolstad? A freelancer, yes. Her name is Lisa. She provides security, arcane knowledge, algerifications, and divination. She is quite good. But unfortunately, it's often a private matter. From what I understand, she's unavailable. When did she leave? I'm not entirely sure. Last week, something like that. Be specific. I apologize, I can't say for sure. Where does she live? In a hut. It's usually parked on top of her headquarters here. Parked. It moves. You know how hags are. Do you know where I can find her? No clue. Freelancers go where they please. Can she cast fireballs? I don't think so. I remember there used to be a funny there was funny magmans on the burned coast. Beyond that, I don't think I've ever heard anything of a hag casting spells like that. Is she involved with the tea shop? No, from what I know. Although I do understand if it's something you keep an eye on. I imagine any esoterically minded individual or creature in the city be under suspicion, even our hardworking hag. Let me know if she shows up. Hey, can I have that spell over there? Oh, that? There's also something left behind by my superior during his latest visit. Don't touch it, please. Hey, can I have it? Point at the desk. Oh, that? Don't touch it. Hey, can I have that? Oh, that? Just a little something. Okay, it stays yellow, so I figure there's, like, nothing new. Tell me about the griffin on the roof. Griffin on the roof? The orc laughs at your words. That really sounds like a magazine tale. I've read it at some point. I'm serious, there's a griffin upstairs. Yeah, I thought it sounded funny as all. Technically, the griffin is not allowed to use our building as a nest. However, by sheer happenstance, it has become one of the many unwritten and unofficial exceptions around here. I have simply learned to make do, as one does. Can I fly on it? I'd recommend not, entirely for the sake of your own health. Unless you got somewhere to fly off to. Damn it, I don't. If I did, I'd try it. Somehow I could imagine. Who owns it? One of our temporary guests. A high-ranking member of the Free Striders come to visit for the election. One of those types. Well, that's all you need to know about it. Made access to the guild warehouse. Of course, we have that arranged. It would take some time, of course, security clearance and such. Unless... I suppose it could be sped up if you were to help me out on the matter I'm dealing with at the moment. Would you interested? I can hear it out. Great. She walks over to a drawer and pulls out several papers. I've got a perfect task for a strong cleric like yourself. Yeah, you are. She stuffs the yellow documents in your hand. AEFAs. AFAs. Ah, cool. Every good entrepreneur knows about these. Oh, what? An Ascani Economic Freestyle Rider Accord. We've been unable to hand them out previously due to a number of legal reasons. They're being stripped away once, if we're in a good position to theoretically. So in preparation, we're opening talks with a number of local entrepreneurs. Having these handed out by an official cleric would make the process a lot more official. However, greatly expediting the process. At least our numbers seem to indicate that folk are much more agreeable to city officials than our own staff. I'm guessing you can assume why. So wait, you want me to hand out pamphlets? Oh no. She taps documents in your hand. These are legal documents showing every clause in the local EFA. It's a very generous terms that will greatly assist the local corporations in growth, revenue, and stability. We're not all talk, you know. We do actually support local infrastructure and business quite heavily. And the first step is getting those businesses to actually join our accord. You want me to hand out contracts? Yes, mostly for them to take a look at. Once we get 3 Tolstad businesses on paper, we will have met our pre-election quota. And that will make my bosses very happy. And that would make me very happy. 3 businesses, huh? Yes, of course. Yes, of course. If you want to deliver them to more, just go ahead. The businesses need to be established, but not necessarily registered. If you're not sure, you can hand them out anyway. Off the top of my head, I recommend the Lich House and the Drunken Sphinx. I'm sure you can find more. She winks. Interesting. 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 That's all for now. Protection from evil and good and etc. Thank you. Interesting. You approach the half sphere. The 8 bands. You see the Divinitorum, Askin, Reeds, and Vergini. That affects the best. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Ooh. Hell yeah. Yoink. That's a new sword. A sentient vocal sword. As you hold it in your hand, you hear a faint whisper. You hold the curled up Zweihander in your hands. Success! You understand. The sword is actually sentient. With all the baggage that comes with the state. Wait, so it's... Yes. It appears this blade has a complex. Specifically, you believe this blade has been used for horrible things in the past. Thus, the one thing you must do is allow yourself to be tested, to prove you can be trusted. Speak to the blade. I can't be trusted. I'm not like those other people. The curling stops. Then slowly, the blade unfurls just a bit, then a voice. Thou speakest true? Thou words hold weight? It's speaking. The sword is actually speaking.
Huh?
Your goblin companion nods along with the sword and begins to speak. Huh? You can really get anyone talking. Yes, I can be trusted. Words are wind, knight. Thou hast yet to prove yourself, knight. I am Kethaget, forced in elder days. I serve only those whose hearts I deem worthy. So this is a power of love and friendship type trial? It is, of good and evil. Answer mine questions truthfully. 5 trials of thy character. Speak not what thou wouldst do, but what thy heart truly desires. Then I shall judge the truth of thy soul. First, thy family starves, but 2 other families also starve. Thou hast enough food for 1 family only. The other families are smaller, they need but half thy portion. I feed my family except myself. My portion goes to their children. True sacrifice. Thy heart knows no self-preservation. Second, thou findest a purse of gold. No witness observes thee. I want to keep it, and I would. Selfish desire, honest action. Third, an innocent is condemned for thy crime. Thou couldst save them by confession, losing thy freedom. I want to confess, but I'm terrified. I'd do it anyway. Fear your conscience prevails. Fourth, a dying stranger begs for water. Thou hast but 1 flask. The journey ahead is long and perilous. Pity, I'd share half, though I fear for myself. Fifth and final, Thou hast witnessed a great suffering in thy travels. I acknowledge it, but I cannot. It saddens me, but I cannot carry the world's weight. Compassionate yet bounded, the answers are heard. Now comes judgment. The blade hums. Thou art good. Thy heart knows compassion. Thy conscience guides thee. The blade shimmers. Thy goodness it changes me. The blade hums with a new purpose. I feel thy empathy, thy suffering for others, and I understand now. The blade begins to shift. I cannot serve violence without conscience, but I can serve as thy moral compass. The sword, moralizing Kattegat, the sword unfurls fully. Against the wicked I shall grant thee clarity. Thy righteous heart shall find advantage against those of evil intent. Use me wisely, knight. Is it still all curled up? Where'd it go? Strength, dexterity, wisdom versus intelligence, wisdom. I'll take the strength, dex, wisdom. Thank you. Okay. Spice and extracted juices of most exotic varieties. Intriguing. Okay. You approach your companion. Let's get on with it. It's like you can off if you want to. Look around. He also looks around. Yes, Snell, I'm gonna go to bed. He sighs. Fine, I'm tired. I'm going home. See you tomorrow. Alright. I'm gonna head to bed too. Or at least I thought I was. Hello? Who the hell is this guy? Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna come back later. I don't want to do stuff without Snell. Oh, you're right. Okay, I really gotta come back. Once I remember how to get out of here again. I mean, it's kinda, sorta in-game early. No, it's not. It's like almost freaking midnight. Or it's almost 11. We're gonna get an early night, so we can spend a lot more time exploring tomorrow, you see. Where am I going? Oh, it's the bar. That's nice. Hey, you. Not trifle. Hold on really quickly. Lovely to see you again. Hand her the AFA. Pretty sure I want you to sign this. Oh, thank you, but I've already got one. It's right in my office. Ola Rix here has some sources of your own, you see. If it's a great reminder, I'll be sure to sign it again soon. Maybe read it through first. Don't worry, I have. She smirks. The Free Striders are very good business partners, you know? The economic support they offer is unprecedented, and that's without mentioning their general view on trade, making the entire marketplace perfect for economic growth. Now I'll finally be able to deal with futures again. Whew. Cool. That's all for now, thanks. I want to leave. Okay, I think I go this way. I can never remember where the hell my guard tower is. Up here. Nope, wrong spot. Here we go. What the hell? Who are you now? Tariff. An elf of Ilium. Spy. Tendril of his master was not efficient. Okay. Who are you now?
Feel fear.
Tavrias Sehimin. Elvish. A fucking elf! Hello, elf. Yeah, that gives you a smile. I am Kulievio of Outreach. Look at his fucking shoes. He's got like some fucking Nikes on or some shit. You are the cleric to whom I owe an apology. Not again, you always mess this stuff up. What did I do this time? What? No. Oh, no, wait. I would apologize to you. Oh, why? He holds his chin up high. His cheeks are covered in swirling patterns. You see the ESO markings across his skin? Exactly. He's both. He's elven of Finnish. The symbols of his empire in the forest. It appears some of Ilium's issues have spread into your fight. Oh my god, I'm stretching. Oh, goodness. It appears some of your Ilium's issues have spread into your fine city. You've been stuck dealing with these issues for quite some time. Hey, Lars. On behalf of the Mender, I sincerely express our regret. Let him speak. We had a Capellinian Elementi, a renegade among our ments. That sounds badass. It is not cool, unfortunately. A certain member of the court who, I'm sorry, I can never seem to quite get that right, neither can me. Guillermo. Are we supposed to, do we know him? Are you supposed to know him? Is that someone I'm supposed to recognize from actual D&D lore? Is it who ended up betraying or whom ended up betraying us? Who is a subject, whom is an object. Oh. Who? Good, thank you. Who betrayed us? I don't know what that is. Good, thank you. Who betrayed us? Her name was Pinja Athenia. She surprised us all. I apologize on our behalf for causing trouble. Are you saying Pinja blew up the tea shop? Yes, I believe so. How? I've asked myself this very question. Oh, that's pretty awesome. So there, that explains it, Fleet. It's sad that I do not have that information. Oh. Wait, so you're just assuming she did? When however passing inside the tea shop, yes. What are you voting for in the election? I'm not a citizen of Norvik, Ehimin. Your democratic experiment is yours to handle on your own. I'm not voting for either. I also will not partake in this experiment. Scoff apolitically. Very well, best of luck. So why talk to me like here like this? You argue the talking points of apolitical with ease. I rushed here as soon as word reached me. An Ilium elf does not usually show up dead in Norvikian tea shop after all. And I must leave soon, so do not assume to find me here in the future. Alright, so why else did you come here? Primarily, I came all this way to the warning, to give your city a warning. You mean to threaten us? No, of course not. I had a feeling it did. So is he actually speaking Finnish, Lars? Pinja Thinya was the head of the organization because, like, yeah, I was say, because earlier he was. I figured it was human though, because yeah, earlier he was speaking. That's why Fleet made the reference. Like, is he Elvish or Finnish? Destabilizing Nordvik and its populace. The elf woman? If she was in such a position of power, then why did she blow up? Just listen. It is a shadowy organization, so I don't know much. Pardon me. Except that she was planning on exacting a horrendous esoteric attack on election day. All of it to bring ruin to this wonderful city. Could you imagine? Seems to be. It probably depends on the elf. Because they've got different other elf things. Because these guys are specifically from something they're called Ilium. Tch. And all of it to bring ruin to this wonderful city. Could you imagine if he succeeded? How many lives would have been lost? Terrible. Just terrible. He's claiming the explosion was not meant for the tea shop. I'm assuming the explosion occurred earlier than she anticipated, to our fortune. To all our fortune. Just nod. The elf swings his cloak around, facing the river. Now I'm afraid I don't have much time. Thank you for the information, Warden. He bows his head. Then he whispers a few lines of Elvish to himself while maintaining eye contact. As he finishes his incantation, he clears his throat and throws up a hand before his face. May Earth keep watch upon thee. In an instant, the elf vanishes. Take a deep breath. Strange that the Empire wanted to provide you, specifically, with an apology. This warden seems to want to distance himself from the situation. Logically, that means he's more guilty than it's on. I'll think about this later. Now I really need to sleep. Alright, before I sleep, though, I'm gonna get some coffee. Man, there's so much stuff I gotta look at. Right. Okay, one sec, though. I will be right back. I'm gonna go top up my coffee. There's a nice stretch happening. Oh my god, I'm gonna stretch. Oh, be right back.
Smoke weed every day.
On the wall, we see a classic copper calendar. Thank you, I'll be back. Most households in Norvik have one. Your mom had one that would glow on birthdays. It's spinning ever so slowly. The outer wheel moves one full step every day. The middle wheel moves every month, and the inner moves every year. This one seems special, as it keeps track of both the seasons of Ascan, Reeds, and Vorgenti, as well as all major Earthfolk holidays. Interesting. What day is it? March 23rd. When's the election? In 4 days. What's the current month? March. That's the 3rd month. It is. Well done. The I'm back, Sly? What year does it say it is? The inner wheel is still on the piece of copper is very still on the piece of copper saying 27 post-war. It has always been easy to keep track of how old you are thanks to that. Oh. So my character's 27. Since the era is just as old as I am, does that mean I'm the chosen one? No. It is an entirely unremarkable coincidence. Maybe in your heart. Good to know. Golder Smackington. That's funny. That's funny, Lars. I like it. Hey, you Sly. By the way, I will be back in like 10.5 hours. Yeah. Look closer at the seasons. You see the month and season marked on the copper plate. Each band has its own rules for changing season. On specific days, the weather is supposed to change drastically and immediately. But you have not experienced such a switch in my lifetime. Huh. Okay, so I'm technically in autumn. And spring. And then winter. And holy crap. Wow. My birthday's on the 13th of Cronus. It is! Do I have to keep track of this? It would be ridiculous for a grown man not to know the names of the months. Don't worry, no one will ask you to remember the months. Alright, every band's seasons shift on different days. That's confusing. It is! But don't worry, you've never left Ask out of your life. And you never will. Okay, good, neat. Look at something else. Look at the marking. Founding of Norvik, 468 Arcane. The Arcane area was 511 years. Since it's currently the 27th year of the post-war era, that means Novik was founded 70 years ago. It probably will not reach 100. Don't say that. Don't ever say that. Your city will live for 1,000 years, you blue knave. Keep telling yourself that. If the Arcanists could not reach more than half a millennia, this city has no chance in all the hells. That you feel. Guaranteed. Okay, that's all for now, calendar. Wait, I need to figure out where I can get a copy of Mage Hand. Pile of books. Open beyond reads. You open a book, hoping for an instant take on coastal travel. You are immediately met by a pop travel guide. Oh no. It is written by famous freestrider Meriadoc Moonwatch, a famous family of revolutionaries. They were once the few powerful houses that managed to brand themselves as non-magic rats. And were thus both spared and in some cases since revered. Moonwatch, the name of a high corporation in Thazen Reeds, one of the largest industrial conglomerates on the coast. Freestyle propaganda. It's only propaganda if you disagree. That is actually true. I can't read this shit. No, you cannot. This is trite. I should close it. Yeah, might be for the best. Close the tome. Cool, I'm done. Bedtime. Before you lies a bedroll. No, really, what is this thing? Huh? It's a bed. Doesn't look like a bed. Leather bound and filled with ox clippings. Most likely bubble yarn. Somewhat soft. Well, give me the quick synopsis. I like folktales. I see, like one of those things adventurers use when sleeping on a journey. Yes. A real man can sleep anywhere, including this rugged piece of rug. At least there's no snoring here. Remember the barracks? You hear only the wind here, and the occasional giant seagull call. Long rest. It took me till now to realize that wisdom is my heart. Whoops. You lay down on a bedroll, finding sleep difficult. As you stir, you think about your quest, the Star Witness, the man in yellow. Frank, son of Frank, I've really got to find that guy. You've got a feeling he's lurking somewhere below. Then, there's the question of the elf. This was supposed to be a simple job. No casualties, no pressure, just some angry goblins and a ruined tea shop. Now, it appears to be anything but. There's also the hag. Someone holding a meeting in the tea shop, right before the explosion. Highly suspicious. So many loose threads. But don't worry. You've got time. It is time to delve deeper. Past the below. Among its many secrets. Some path has to go deeper. Before you know, 8 hours have passed. You have successfully completed your long rest. Okay. Homemade mother, father impregnated, so she was a bastard offspring. Or he was a bastard offspring. Yep. Typical hero story. Day Threz. Another day full of trouble. The end is near. It is time to open your heart. The people of Tolstad cry out for you. If you want to finish this today, then it's time to put on the rough gloves. Which means yelling in people's faces. I'm already on day 3. Feel stressed. Start my day. I don't need to do any of that. I'm good. Let me look at my spells really quick. Prepare spells. Alright. Give me Bless. Give me Comprehend Languages. Give me Cure Wounds. Grease. Speak with Animals. Shield of Faith. Speak with Dead. Knock. Let's get rid of Shield of Faith or Bark Skin instead. There. Okay. So what I'm going to do right away, now that I've learned more of the city, here's my first plan. Oh, that's kind of cool. You don't even need to be like a wizard to know a cantrip. That's kind of neat. Or at least not in this setting. I know. It's surprising. I'll admit. Don't think too hard on it. I'm gonna get Snell first. Snell! What the hell? Someone knocked over my feeding post. Wasn't it now, though? Ah, sweet. An old Band-Aid. Oh, hey, a cat. Okay, hold up. I need Snell. And I always get sidetracked. Snell! Snell, I'm coming. The way I remember to get here. Alright, so today I have some animals to chat to. It doesn't let you. We do the Kim Katsurugi again. They tried to make him work, but he was completely useless. They tried to kill him, but unsuccessful. Since killed shoved his evil life. Bakes a stone inside of his bread. Okay. Should have flirted with him more. Maybe you're right. I should really put some of this stuff in my deep storage. Because some of it I don't even know what I need. But then at the same time, I don't want to dump out my deep storage if I think I need something. Yo, Snell, ready to get an early start today? I had to show up till like 1 PM yesterday.
Morning, Gladdock.
The goblin rubs his eyes. Ready to head out?
I usually head out at this time, so yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, cool. Let's go, Snell. Okay, so first we're gonna go back up and we're gonna talk to those animals. Specifically the griffin. And the cat. Oh shit, I should have. Hold up. You.
Hmm?
Hello. Where's the elf? Gone, I'm afraid.
What?
A door hug. Embarrassing when there's not much to be done. Door hug. A technique not to be magical thieves. It involves using dimension door. Ah. Someone want that corpse, they have the resource to acquire it. Oh boy, they pulled an old trick. If they have access to 4th level spells, this is no mere trifle.
Shit.
Why did this happen? They wanted the corpse, clearly. Elves are strange creatures. Who knows what strange activities they perform if they're dead. They're removing evidence, clearly. This is bad. The limb's roots reach far, cleric. You see an unnaturally, uncharacteristically wide smile spread across his face. Things are getting interesting. Fucking hell is this guy's creepy. Hand him an AFU. There's a thing from the Free Striders. Oh. He lifts it slightly, reading the text. An economical chord, how quaint. I have to have them out to help Agent Vera. I know very well about the free way of business in the East. I have no interest in dealing with these methods unless I'm forced to in the event of a governmental shift. Which, considering you have been instructed in handing these out, is most likely what's going to happen. Thus, I will indeed most likely sign this in the end. He's being a bitch about it. Who cares? You don't sound too happy. It is the way of things. I much prefer the rule of Earth. This so-called meritocratic capitalistic society of reeds is based on foul bureaucracy, nothing else. I will manage it well, but in principle I will stew in resentment. Yeah, same. Give him a fist bump. He meets your fist in the air. Versus a knife, last arrow while cutting the stony bread, and avenge summons bears and wolves. Oh shit. This is fucking crazy. Alright, thank you. I'll give you the book I wanted. I needed to what? Hand out 3 to what's her name? Okay. Cat on the ledge. Then I talk to that lady because she's new. Cat? Meow. Come chat with me, please. You place a palm in front of your face, then whisper. Everything is words. As you do, the subtle movements of the cats appear as not so subtle anymore. Then it snaps, and your mind appears to translate it all into a form you understand. Hello, cat. Sir Tribbin. You're allowed to scoff coming out of the tiny creature. Ha! Been a long time since one of you brutes learned to speak. Do not call me cat. That is an idiotic way to greet somebody. I am Sir Tribbin of the Stones and the Waters. You shall address me as such. Of course, Sir Tribbin. He's full of himself. As he should be, honestly. The goblin looks at the cat, then back to you.
Neat. You go ahead and interrogate this cat. I'll be here when you're done.
I'll be frank, Humano. Never cared much for your kind. Humano. An attempt at cat speech. How glib. You're adorable. He lets out a hiss. Typical. Learns to speak after years of muttering nonsense, and the first thing he says is the most idiotic thing I've ever heard. You really are a brute. Well, what do you want? I'm not sharing prey with you if that's what you're expecting. The cat speaks in a slight cat speech accent, which is logical, but still quite strange to hear from a creature of his stature. I have an advantage against evil. It works against cats. That's funny. That's funny. Feed his ego enough to get actual answers. Shit. Just say something nice about his whiskers. That should work. I like your whiskers, cat. He hisses. Shit, right, doesn't like being called that. Oh, sorry. Can I try again? The cat scoffs, the way a 40-year-old fisherman scoffs at an ambitious teenager. No, go away. Shit. Again. There we go. Whew. Even at a -3. No real answers. Feed his ego. Easy to do that? Compliment him. But not soft ones. Hard ones. You are a legendary creature of the dusk and dawn, Sir Tribbin. The coast trembles at your appearance and longs for your presence. Yes, well, the cat mumbles. Bards will surely write songs of my accomplishments, that's for sure. They will. Now, is there anything else you can think of that'd be useful for me to hear? The cat yawns. Then he says, will you go away if I do? Absolutely. He sighs in a deep grumble, not the type of noise you expect to come out of a cat. Fine. The blue fire awoke from my slumber. Had I been closer, my whiskers would have been fried. Go on. Yes, I am trying. I want to know who'd caused this ruckus in my territory, so I kept watch. The green munchkins ran around like crazy trying to put out the flames. I saw a brute, like you, but in garish yellow cloth being interrogated by some of them. Man in yellow, Free Strider perhaps. And once the fire was out, which did not take long, the one who should have wings appeared. On her orders, what do you call it? The tea shop, yes. They hammered it shut, then she did something wave and glow on it. The locking spell, commonly used, we knew that already. In case you were around when the thing exploded. I have more questions first. Oh, for the love of... What else do you know about the tea shop? Tea? Oh, you mean to say leaves that smell. Yes, that building did have a lot of that before it fell to ruin. And I mean before it was scorched. Before? Yes, when the bird took over. I hope that foul was lost in the flames. Oh! Then again, what I would not have given to hunt it myself. Alas, I would have needed a dozen hunters to bring it down. Biggest bird I ever saw. Interesting. Thank you for your time. Come along, Snell. Do we have anything new to talk about? Not yet. I think I have... I comprehend languages for this? I do. Comprehend languages. You trace out the symbols on the surface of the rock. These ancient glyphs suddenly rearrange your mind, and you understand it perfectly. Students, brothers, followers, lay down your arms, your soul, your ego. The gates remain open. No god shall close them. Enter ley line location. Offer your mind. Stay put on the string. Ley line location? That seems like a poorly translated noun. Finding his parents alive again, then seducing his sister and causing her to kill herself. Then he goes to the war, but it turns out literally everyone at home is truly dead, and he takes the sword and commits. Jesus. Fair enough. Tragic. This could be the Gate era. Could very well be a message for the Keepers of Jor themselves. The spell fades as you finish. Leave the monument. Okay, now let's head back to the Free Striders area. What do you think Snell will do if I start talking to that wall again? I'll take that apple. Yay! Apple boy. Foul. I don't want any of his magazines, but I should take one, but I also don't care enough. So, onwards. Okay, so we're gonna zip over here. I'm gonna zip up here. I'm gonna zip up here. Oop, too far. Apples and bananas. What's wrong with the eggs? What the hell? God damn, the explosion was so intense, it fucking cracked. Oh, this is the tea shop roof. Dwarven stone, broken in half. Pure violence. Oh, sorry, that was my constitution. I should have been speaking with a weird voice. Interesting. Okay, anywho. Past the tea shop. Past my bike. Nope. Where the hell's that griffin at? Where the hell is PT or Griffin? Oh, I know where I'm supposed to be going. I remember now. Up, 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 up. Hup, 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 hup. I wonder if this is easier. Is what a claw mark? Oh, on the roof? Nah, it's an explosion. What's this? Drunk Sphinx. Oh, okay, it's just the bottom exit into the Sphinx. Okay, I knew that. Oh, it's that guy again. Him and I are good friends. Nah, in this one they don't have horses, they got sweet-ass BMXs. This is like D&D homebrew. Fuck off, human. Alright, sweet. Human is fucking off. What is this? Tunnel to the Goblin Garden. All ready to go. Because the Free Striders are down here, aren't they? In the Undercity? No, that doesn't make any sense. Why would they be down here? What's in here? I have no reason to be interested in this particular door. Alright. At least not yet. It's classic elf energy. That's a goblin. Give me a quick... Ah, here we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so there's the Free Striders. Actually, I wonder... What? Who is this guy? What in the almighty fuck? Entering the AR trading company, greet you with a blinding sight. Ambassador... A celestial being, wrought in radiant light. Ah, cleric, arriving exactly when I need you. This is the ambassador of the Golden Horde. The light reaches out to you as a voice forms in your mind. Do not fear the light. Ours do not disalign. You are safe. Must be the guy. Your stomach yells. This whole not be afraid business is sort of counterproductive, actually. Greetings, Celestial. The light flutters. Snell stands behind you, clearly uncomfortable. Careful, cleric. Yeah, I think the catch is, though, no one mentioned giant glowing Sauron eye, so I don't think he's our guy. Oh, her. I remember her. Beside the light stands a woman draped in red. The light reaches towards her. She bows her head towards it. Yes, Ambassador. She begins to leave for the door, but on the way she throws you a stern glance. You again. Watch yourself, cleric, for the light watches you. Once the ambassador's servant leaves, Vera lifts her chin, squinting. So, we've been talking about some new projects on Waterlane. I mentioned how you helped getting the AFAs out to local entrepreneurs, and they... We know who you are, Roggen and Snell. A voice interrupts Vera, who immediately goes silent. Okay, sure, you got me there, but you think that'd be something they'd mention. This isn't like my bucket that they can just ignore. Like, you would definitely be like, yeah, the guy had a giant glowing Sauron eye and was dressed in yellow. The goblin jolts at the mention of his name in his mind. He dares not look at the night. Nudge Snell. See? We're famous! The ambassador's light then turns to your companion. A goblin in service of the Dragon of Tolstad. You tread a clean path. You led the front during the Ice Bay Point operation. Ice Bay Point, the eastern point of the Palace District, third largest port. The Palace District, one of 5 districts. Okay, great. You stabilized the HWBT city below the expansion project on your first year of service. Immaculate gore. So is that from the thing? Or is that something you just made up? A goblin going against grain to get results. You have been noticed. Look at Snell. Snell attempts to glare at the light. He is sweating. Thanks for noticing. The light grows closer to you. You are special. Special. Okay, I thought so. You are special, Ron. An exception. The Horde places attention on exceptions. That's what we do. I'm special. Haha. You are the only registered cleric in the city who is not listed in the party of Norvik. Bureaucratic mess. Because they suck. Duh. You have a history of political violence. You have an innate talent for the esoteric arts. Oh yes, you are potentially the greatest wizard of this generation. That was a false report. You did not enact any violence. The violence was enacted upon you by an Earthguard soldier. You have shown support of the Rhodesian ideologues in public writing multiple times. Yeah, your patriarch did not like that. Not one bit. The only reason why you haven't been fired is your incredible magical knowledge. You are an anomaly, Roggen. What you have done here with Agent Vera shows more proof of that. Thank you. The Golden Horde wishes to extend a bond of service to you. You and Snell. A bond? He mutters behind you. Could be cool. What do you get out of it? What do I get? A fair question, Roggen. The Golden Horn offers many opportunities for outside contractors. Addressed through the Ascani Reeds Trading Company, we would be very interested in building this potential relationship. This means for you, well-paid positions of power, political ambitions, monetary security. In return, this means monthly communications with agents, occasional alternate goals as ordained by us, and eventually joining the Golden Horde's outreach program. In short, become their spy. In return, they protect you.
Safety under the wing of the Horde.
This would be signing your soul away to a foreign power. If calculated, it could prove useful, but in the long term it seems foolish. We cannot read this celestial. It is truly alien to you. The AR Trading Co. would of course cooperate in such a deal if you were an estimated cleric. We have deep ties with the Golden Horde, as you can imagine. I'm not sure. Can I think of that? Yes, you may. Perhaps you'll speak again on this in the future. Nothing about this has to happen right away. His response has been recorded. That is what we needed. We shall leave this for now. And, while we are here, the offer is also extended to Snell. Do you hold any interest in this deal? His eyes dart to you. He's being clever here. Calculated.
I can consider it.
Your consideration has been recorded. Look at Snell. He shrugs. Thank you. Now to move on. Several AFAs have been signed on Tolstad. This is good work, Agent Vera. Like I mentioned, the cleric's efforts was integral to this success, and we will continue in the coming days post-election. That is satisfactory.
Yeah, I gave that to a bunch of people.
Oh yes, we heard back from several of them. As to the content of these contracts, I have been informed of some changes. Changes? Her stance changes. She did not like that.
Uh-oh.
What changes? Currently, the Accord has a big incentive for Rhodesian investors, and we wish to expand that to include those of the Golden Throne. I believe we spoke about this at the AFTA. Okay. Also includes several loopholes and problematic elements that can interfere with the Golden Horde's current and future blockades. The clan lands? Yes, among others. If local businesses are able to trade freely via land as well as sea to regions and straits the Golden Horde deems sanctioned, in most cases as the clan land conflict as well as the lesser situations of targeted tariffs, then we cannot move forward. This issue has been brought forth already with your owners. Expect several errata in the near future. It would have been good to see these comments before the election, as discussed. I apologize for the tardiness, but I assure you this issue is entirely the fault of the Ascani Reeds Trading Company.
You. The rage.
Agent Vera, this is above you, above her rank. She clears her throat and straightens her outfit. Of course, Ambassador. Thank you for the heads up. The light turns back to you. The Golden Horde is very interested in seeing economic prosperity in your city, Roggen. Growth through foreign economic influence is not true growth. If Norvik owes its economic stability to foreign powers, those powers shall be its true owners. It's an intelligent strategic move if you wish to control your neighbors. Agent Vera nods, looking like she's going to explode. The first step towards that is handling the clan lands. For far too long, Norvik has ignored its halfling war criminal populace. I ask you, Ragan, as a cleric of this city, do you believe humans will choose prosperity over the propaganda? Vera says nothing, but throws you a glance. Her anger now fades, replaced by another expression. You're not sure what it means, but it is a strained expression. They are our closest neighbors. The Earth folk will always stand by the clan lands. For now. Ominous. The light perceives you. The golden line is set. Halflings have shown themselves unable to accept this fact. We set the line to protect them, to create a lasting peace. Since they refuse to comply with our reasonable demands, I hope you understand. Our most peaceful method of handling their terrorism is through sanctions. The light turns back to Vera. Agent Vera, you have been a valuable asset for many years, yet I sense a frustration in you. That is not acceptable. She glares at the light. You will make certain the Ascania Reach Trading Company fully complies with the EFA erratum. It is a matter of Golden Horde security. It is not negotiable. It will be your highest priority as of now. Vera looks defeated. The orc is beaten. Focus. The light guy's fast and precise, but you know that he's bullshitting. It's instinct. Catch him on it. For the revolution, stand up to him first, then do it. Stand up to him first, then do it. Dexterity, you got it. Ambassador, the Freestyle Revolution is the greatest feat of liberty the coast has ever seen. What makes you think the AR Trading Co. should take orders from you? Vera perks up at your words. The light watches you, not saying anything at first. Then the voice emits one word. Mortal. Decaying. Flawed. I see you, the light grows, as you are. Don't. Dude, I'm doing it. Dexterity. Catch the ambassador in a contradiction. Oh, success. The golden line. You'd think an all-powerful angel horde would be able to do whatever they want. Instead, they draw a line in the sand. Why? Well, you know why. International pressure. Exactly. They can't just evade Ascani, since that would make every country on the coast pull the alarms. You see how he pushes for the image that we need them, but not the other way around? Poke on that now. Ambassador, if you want to solve your clan land's problems, then you need support from the international community. You need the Free City's support. The light flickers. This is a cooperation. You know the revolution will be hurt, as will your ambitions if they push too hard on the AFAs. The ambassador perceives you. Make concessions, ambassador. It is worth it. You know the local freestriders will rout and dance around it if you don't. Make sure your choir knows it. You speak with confidence, Ragan. Only because you know I am correct. The light retracts, focused in on the head of the Celestial. Vera looks on with a smirk, clearly entertained. Oh yeah, you hit the right spot. The Aether Irradium is not my decision, the voice says. However, I will consider your statement. Agent Vera, do you concur? I do, Ambassador. My earlier frustration was due to the problematic situation. The AR leadership will struggle with these changes. A compromise would go through much easier. Even just starting with a discussion, perhaps between you and our owners would go a long way. Good. This will be taken into account. The ambassador begins to float towards the door. I will leave you now. Thank you for your time. The radiant light being opens the door via some type of telekinesis and floats out onto the streets. Vera stands up, walking over to the fireplace, leaning against the brickwork. She lets out a deep, tired groan. I don't want to congratulate her on knowing our dear friend the ambassador, but the orc agent shoots you in a shrieking smirk, the type you haven't seen for many, many years. That was fucking beautiful. Moving closer, she follows it up with a firm tap on the back. I really tossed you into the deep end.
You handled yourself exactly the way I like. Happy to be of service. So service-minded. Look, I have to deal with the choir entanglement all the time, and they never cease with the bullshit. Having a third party, that's you, push back for once? Absolutely glorious to watch. I thank you for that, personally. And professionally, too, of course. The orc looks at you, relief in her eyes. This, along with all the help on the AFAs, I owe some type of reward, don't I? Ooh, this is the right moment. Ask her in advance. Or hell, allude some kind of payment for delivering AFAs. A reward? It's time to step up. Ask her out. A reward, eh? Attempt to flirt. She gives you a thoughtful expression for a few seconds. Yes, that is what I said. She likes it. Go for the big one. How about a date? A date. The orc looks at you, contemplative look on her face. Alright, let's do it. Yes! You are a successful man now. Congratulations. You're proud of you. Sounds good. But perhaps something more tangible would also be fitting. Agent Vera glances on the room. For one, I'll be sure to grant full access to best facilities if you want to investigate the warehouse properly. But beyond that, I was planning on handing you this magical sword we've been hoarding. But unfortunately, I believe it was misplaced or handed out by someone else. Right. So it's going to be spot on the wall. Oops. Well, since you already took Cat to Gat, it's no matter. Maybe you already get some... Let's get you some money instead. She grabs a pouch from the drawer and tosses it your way. 1,200 crowns. View it as a token of our appreciation. Holy shit. That is, on average, about 4 months' rent. Beyond that, I'll also be sure to put in a good word so we can work together again post-election, since I guarantee you, there'll be a lot of work to do. Just nod. She nods back. I've got some paperwork to deal with, but if there's anything else I can help with, just let me know. Very happy to see you on our side, cleric. I don't know if I am, though. Not sure whose side I'm on. Can I open this now? Oh man, I feel like Vera's not around. Okay, well, we gotta talk to the Griffin really quick. P-tier Griffin. Engage. Okay, we're gonna go speak with animals. Your spell causes you to feel lighter for a moment, as if connected with the soaring dreams of the Griffin. Then it fades as a deep growling voice enters your ears. Hello. Good morning. Like your feet.
You foolish biped.
The Griffin gets up from its slumber with a dark groan.
Ugh. How many times must I make it clear?
I require rest, or do you wish to taste my steel? I apologize, O Great Griffin. He scoffs. You think me weak to flattery, hey? The beast spreads its wings. You may address me as Giorgio Valzantigo. Master Giorgio Valzantigo. Who does this chicken think he is? Greetings, Master. Thank you for getting out of the way. You are welcome, biped. Now, I am in a good mood after my nap. Go ahead. Ask me whatever inane questions you may have. You're kind of fat. Fed well, yes, thank you. I am very rich indeed. What do you do around here? I handle scouting for the boat bipeds, though they do not hold any interest for my valuable information. Some of the less rugged ones I even move around from time to time. I traveled with one a few days ago, all the way to this strange cold land. In return, I get fed a glorious amount of sustenance. More than you could ever wish for. Who'd you fly with here? A biped of your size, approximately. One of a gaudy sense of style, some type of ground delver of a human, I believe. They head deep below and not come back for many, many days. It's sad, really, to be a biped like you. Got it. Did you sleep well? Until you showed up, yes. I had a dream where I kept smacking bipeds like you around. This was wonderful. That's it for now. Had a good chat? Didn't sound like you were best friends exactly. Wait, what did it sound like to you?
You've essentially been squawking for a while now. I would have laughed if the noises coming from that griffin didn't scare the shit out of me. It sounded like you'd be gutted any second.
The Griffin and I came to an understanding. I think.
Sure. Let's go before the bird changes its mind.
Thank you. Where's this go? Another seagull. Probably. As long as you approach him quadrupedy. Oh, this is the warehouse. The whole building appears to have been repurposed into a warehouse. Otherwise, making it this tiny would have been silly.
I don't think the free striders will be too happy with someone sneaking in through the roof.
The goblin squats down and grabs Rusty Hanglock.
But damn, look at this rusty thing. They really don't have any security around here.
I mean, we're allowed to just go in, but I mean, yeah. With a bit of finesse, the lock cracks open. Quite literally, this rusty piece of shit won't ever close again.
There we go. Great job.
As you peek inside, you see a rope attached to the wood, tumbling down into the open space below.
Sweet. Then we can actually climb back up. Didn't think of that. Let's see how well the rope holds up.
Meek will help Master climb.
Meek can hold rope with teeth. Very strong.
Cool. Alright. More bicycles. They look small, like they're goblin bikes. Several potion boxes are marked with a bird symbol. Ooh. +2 dexterity. You pick up the polished Saleh helm and sand flowing from its orifices. Oh no. Oh no. But before you move from the box entirely, you sense your scarf rushing to your aid. Ah, shit. Not again. You see something shift in the sand in the crate. No. It is the sand that is shifting. Dodge the sand. -5. -5. Not again. -2. You noticed. Later. Fuck off out of here. I'm not falling for this sand again. In a heartbeat, or faster, you pull back your gloved hands. You watch as the sand attempts to rush forward, the shape of it like a slithering, esoteric creature, and just barely graze you before sinking back into the box. Ha ha! Won't get you again, you damn spooky, blood-sucking sand monster thing. Then the sand goes still once more. Nice job. But yeah, this sand isn't really sand. Good job getting that helmet, though. It looks real nice. Snell rushes forward with the lid in hand. He shuts it with a satisfying thud.
Good gods. I hate mosquito sand.
Yeah, same. The goblin does not respond at first. He simply looks around in size.
Be more careful. There's lots of weird shit around here.
Okay, I'll leave this thing alone now. But be happy about my new helmet. I mean, I'm gonna miss my bucket. But I mean, this one gives me even more of a dexterity boost. Defunct pocket bikes. You stare at the rack of hanging tiny bicycles. Bikes are nice. Some of them very tiny. Pocket bike, a popular magic item, mass-produced during the Arcana era, but is in dwindling supply these days. Pocket bikes! Those you ever kid in Norvik. They're covered in dust. These are extremely expensive. If they work, few pocket bikes are functional these days. Look, Snell, it's a bike for you. In response, the goblin points to a crate in the corner with the text, "Eso conserved milk" on it.
Look, cleric, a treat for you.
Yum, play along. He chuckles.
I'm assuming they're broken anyhow. They'd never leave actual functioning pocket bikes a place like this. Way too expensive.
Snell looks around.
Where is that rhythmic thumping noise coming from? Focus on that instead.
Can I ride one of these? Unless you're the size of a goblin with a reduced spellcast on him, no. It would be a challenge. One not worth it. Try touching one. A quick tap reveals the lack of any esoteric tingle. The bikes are unusable, permanently stuck in their tiny form. Probably why they're here, covered in dust. Right, neat. Oh, hey. Crate with a rhythmic thumping noise coming from inside. Why is there a rhythmic thumping noise here? It's coming from this box. Open the crate! With a tight grip, you press hard. It is difficult. Even the goblin is straining to put his measly body weight into it. But, rip open the side of the crate. Hey, a Birdman! Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. Oh, he's cute. Oh, look at him. The tea shop owner. I can explain. Dunk dunk. You watch the wingless crow-looking creature scramble to compose himself. Drummer. This is Yobukodori, often shortened as Yobu, a bird folk cursed to wander without wings or a voice of their own, mimic any sound they have heard. Okay, so they're literally kenkus, just different. The birdman lets out a strange throat noise that makes a series of nervous chuckles. He's inside the shipping crate marked for export. He's clearly trying to flee the law. Maybe he has a good reason to escape. Is the fellow in danger? You would have done the same in his shoes. Hopefully. You're not trying to leave the city, are you? No, Dunk. That's not something... His voice shifts to a higher pitch.
I would do. I'm just expecting the wares. Warehouse wares.
Dunk. What's that sound? What? Dunk. That. I'm not... Dunk. So you're inspecting where... Why do I have a feeling I shouldn't cast Charm Person? Because Charm Person only makes him treat you as a friend. This bird does not treat his friends with the truth. And I don't have time to prepare it. Okay. Inspecting wares, are you? Yes. I'm a local. He stops, shifting his tone deeper. Local entrepreneur. He's trying to assert himself by sounding like a tough guy. They are. They're my supplier for tea. And sometimes coffee. The deep voice is making you falter. Don't mess with him. The bird is not dangerous, only slippery. Coffee. Isn't that illegal?
It's not.
Difficult to get, but not illegal. I know, the bird person are awesome. That's the only downside about Kenku or whatever, is they can't, like, talk. There's an alternate reality where Skjorn's a bird man. Quite literally Mordecai from regular show. So you're inspecting goods inside of a crate, inside of a sealed warehouse.
Yes. What? You don't believe him?
Does the trade company know you're here? The bird hums like a bird and just nods. Is he pretending not to hear you? I said, do the Free Striders know about your presence, good sir? Gah! Dunk. They, of course. What kind of goods are we talking here? He grabs the scale of Ankeg exoskeleton from the crate. Ankeg, an ambushed predator in the insectoid, usually very large and deadly. They are hunted for sport in the Ascani wilds, and their chitin is exported around the coast for various craft and esoteric applications. I have a great plan. I'm planning on renaming my shop with these. Protection. Reach forward and touch the exoskeleton plate. Your hands glide over it. Smooth. Hard. Perfect defense. The bird stares at you as you caress the chitin in his claws. Dunk. Renovating with that chitin? Uh-huh. He says silently. Okay, so time out. So, the very first Morrowind I ever played, or Elder Scrolls I ever played, was Morrowind. And chitin is like one of the armors you can wear in it. And I remember we didn't understand how we were kids playing it, right? Somewhere we thought it was pronounced shittin'. So be like, yeah, I got my shittin' boots on. Hey, killer. I'm literally gone in 2 minutes, unfortunately, but nice to see you. Uh-huh, he says, sounding like a naive young kid. Nuh-uh. He's lying. You know where your tea shop has exploded?
What?
He knows. The bird mimics the sound of a young and shocked man. What a horrible and shocking revelation. He's struggling to put together cohesive sentences. Tell me what happened when it blew up. Oh, it was all normal. Empty tea shop all morning. I had business on Water Lane over noon. Been busy since then. This is big shock. Do you have any enemies, Mr. Drummer? Not everyone has. People tend to dig me, you know?
Sure.
Does this bird ever say anything true? He's genuinely slippery. One greased up magpie motherfucker. You been there for how long exactly? I am inspecting many wares. Yobu birdfolk are able to survive up to 2 months without sustenance.
You're pretty bad at your job, Mr. Drummer.
Sorry for being
Pretty bad at.
inspection. I try my best. Well, now you know. Awful news. I didn't even had no insurance, sadly. Got something to ask him, Snell?
Nah, he's clearly telling us everything.
You hear the bird let out a hearty laugh. No worries. I'll get back on my feet. Always do. I'll just go back to inspection. You know where to find me. Who you voting for? Oh, same. I vote for same party as you. Look at me. Do I look like someone who needs a party? Smirk. The birdman looks up and down. No. I'm clearly apolitical. Who needs democracy? That shit sucks.
Ah! I agree. What you say is true.
Good. Great choice, my man. The bird is a smooth talker. Careful around him, you get swept up in that charm. Okay, I gotta do this really quick. You a trail maker? Like the game trail maker? Nat 20! You look down at the pathetic birdman. He quivers before you. I don't have time for this. Oh god, this will be easy. Make sure to set it up first. Display your dominance. Let me ask you something, Mr. Drummer. What is your beak made of? I thought it was the game. This is... what? Is it bone? I think it's bone. The goblin gives you a look, but lets you continue. The bird stops speaking as you reach towards something next to him. Grab a piece of Ankeg chitin.
What is
Cleric doing? Do you know, Mr. Drummer, how many times softer your beak is compared to this exoskeleton? I am... Me either. Snap it in half. You can see the weak birdman's beak drop, his eyes fixated on a broken piece of insect in your hands. You glance out to your side, spotting the goblin with an impressed grin on his face. Who blew up the tea shop, Mr. Drummer? Okay, okay, the birdman repeats twice with the voice of a shrill woman. I'll tell you everything. Start talking then. I'm running a business on this side. Import, export. Smuggling. Keep going. Free Striders, my supplier. They set up a meeting. On that day, I left the tea shop behind with a trick wares. That's true. Dijon was going to explode. No! Dunk dunk. I was in a warehouse here. I hear explosion, then I hear Free Striders talking upstairs, so I hide in here waiting for boat. To get away from HWBT, Free Striders and the rest of this mess. Okay, tell me more. It was... He seemed to stop for a moment, contemplating his next mimicry carefully. At noon, information broker, a foreign woman. She was selling something to Free Striders. She was in tea shop when I left.
Oh boy.
You're talking about the elf. Elf. He repeats your own voice back to you. Speak. Yes, elf. I do not know much. The voice he's mimicking displays way more confidence than his body. I didn't know her name. She would hang out with dwarves sometimes. Dwarves, eh? You should have chat with them about that. Who is she meeting with? A Free Strider freelancer. The hag. He starts flapping his arms at field wings. That's it. She, the hag. She did it. She blew up my tea shop. Typical, he says, imitating Snell's voice and giving him a nod.
Don't do that. But he's right. If there's a rogue hag running around, some esoteric bullshit is sure to follow. We'll need to follow up.
Do you know where this hag is located?
No, I don't. Ask the Free Striders. That's all I know.
Where do you store these goods? Dunk.
In secret tunnel.
Snell squints. How do I get access? He is very reluctant. Go on. Entrance from tea shop might be broken. Hidden entrance from Temple of Earth. Hidden entrance in the temple? You fight on the right side of windows, move rocks, enter large chamber, go right, can't miss it. Great. What's our protocol? Protocol? If trying to see taking his sit reg would be a good start. Let me see your paper, citizen. Claws it, force it, grab it. I'll keep these, do not leave the city. Good idea, you always don't buy a lazy sage leaf. The birdman looks nervous. But can I leave warehouse? Look to Snell. He just shrugs. You can go. The bird starts to shovel towards the stairs. Just watch him walk. Dunk. I wonder what he'll do. Cool, let's go. Sweet, that's all the time I have, unfortunately, too. still looking. Right, geez, I gotta run like fast now because I'm behind schedule. I'm not gonna be late. I'm always like, I'll be on time because I'm always 10 minutes early. Okay. Because there's still so much to see and do. I don't have time to even send a raid out, so go find somebody that you want to watch. Tell them I sent you, and I'm out. See you guys in like 11 and a half, or 11 hours? 10 hours? I don't know. Fuck. I don't know. I'll be back tonight, though, for sure. Bye-bye.